Hello guys, I'm Aditya Kashyap. How are you all? So let's start with our series of MCQs from Transfer of Property Act. So before starting with the question, just keep in mind this section 5, section 6, 7, 8 and 9. So basically section 5 says transfer of property defined. Section 6 stated what may be transferred. Section 7 stated portion competent to transfer, and Section 8 stated operation of transfer, and Section 9 stated oral transfer. So let's start with the question. Section 5 of Transfer of Property Act 1882 does not apply to property sold in auction sale is the correct answer. Let's move on to the another question. Section 6 of Transfer of Property Act is related to what may be transferred. It is mentioned under Section 6. So Section 6 is very important. You have to go through it. Question number 2. Which one of the following section of Transfer of Property Act provides that mere right to sue cannot be transferred? It is also mentioned under Section 6 what may be transferred. Let's move on to question number 3. Chances of an heir apparent succeeding to an estate cannot be transferred. This provision is also mentioned under Section 6. Basically, Section 6 covered 10 exceptions. Let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4 says, how many exceptions are mentioned under Section 6 of Transfer of Property? It is 10, which we have talked earlier. Question number 5. The expression spes successionis means mere chance or hope of succession. Which interest is not transferable? Mere spes succession is not transferable. Section 6. Which of the following statement is correct? Easement can be transferred apart from the dominant heritage. गलत है. A mere right to sue cannot be transferred. It is the correct statement. So option B is right. Section 8. Which of these cannot be lawfully transferred as per the Transfer of Property Act? Salary of public officer cannot be lawfully transferred as per TPA Act, Section 6. As per Section 6 of Transfer of Property Act 1882, an easement cannot be transferred apart from dominant heritage. So option B is right. Which property cannot be transferred? A public office cannot be transferred. A mere chance to succeed cannot be transferred. A mere right of re-entry cannot be transferred. So option D is correct. All of the above. Move on to 11. Which of the following is legal transfer under the provision of Transfer of Property Act? Legal transfer under the Transfer of Property Act is right to sue, a chance of an heir apparent to succeed, an easement apart from dominant heritage. Second mortgage. Yeah, the third option is fourth option is correct. Second mortgage of property. It is a legal transfer. Under TPA. All these three are mentioned under Section 6, which cannot be transferred. What property may not be transferred under Section 6 of the Transfer of Property Act? Stipend allowed to military, right to future maintenance, the chance of an heir apparent succeeding to an estate. All of the above cannot be transferred. Under Transfer of Property Act, the property may be transferred. Any property transferable which is not barred by law. Which is not barred by law can be transferred, other and all are not correct. Which cannot be transferred? A mere right to sue on the basis of agreement to sell cannot be transferred. Right to receive area of rent, it can be transferred. So option A is correct. Which of the following property cannot be transferred? Share in copy interest in mortgage property, right to future maintenance cannot be transferred. Section 6 कहता है ये. Let's move on to question number 16. Point out the correct response. Under Transfer of Property Act 1882, salary of public officer can be transferred. नहीं. The salary of public officer cannot be transferred. ये सही है. 17. Which one of the following properties may be transferred? Immovable property transfer किया जा सकता है. A right to future maintenance in whatsoever manner arising, secured or determined cannot be transferred. What can be transferred under the Transfer of Property Act 1882? What can be transferred under Transfer of Property Act 1882? An easement along with the dominant heritage ये किया जा सकता है. Political pension नहीं, suspicion नहीं, stipend allowed to the civil pensioner नहीं, ये किया जा सकता है. केवल easement अकेले नहीं किया जा सकता, लेकिन dominant heritage के साथ किया जा सकता है. Section. What kind of property is transferable? Right of re-entry नहीं, Section 6 के मना करता है. Public office नहीं. Any kind of property is not prohibited by law. हाँ ये जब कोई law prohibit नहीं करता उस property तो ये transfer किया जा सकता है. पेंशन भी नहीं किया जा सकता है. So move on to question number 21. Section 6 of Transfer of Property Act provides that property of any kind may be transferred except the following. A mere right to sue cannot be transferred. A public office or salary of a public officer cannot be transferred. A chance of an heir apparent succeeding ये भी cannot be. Arrangement apart from dominant health cannot be transferred. So the right answer will be none of the above can be transferred. Let's move on to the question. Which one of the following section of the Transfer of Property Act provides for the competency of the transfer? Competency to transfer any immovable body. Competency के बारे में section 7 बात करता है. You can go and check the where act. Person competent to transfer property have been defined under which of the following section? Section 7 check where act जो competency की बात करता है who can transfer. Which one of the following is not an essential element for a valid transfer of property? Competent transferable property transferee may not be competent to take the. ये गलत है भाई. In the light of provision of Transfer of Property Act, a minor can transfer a property. नहीं, cannot transfer a property सही है. आगे देखते हैं. Can accept transfer of property in पर सही है. So both B and C is right. So option D is correct. Section 5. Which one of the following section of Transfer of Property Act 1882 relates to oral transfer? Oral transfer के बारे में बात करता है Section 8. Section 9 sorry. Section 9 oral transfer की बात करता है. Section 8 तो वो करता है कि क्या बोलते हैं ऑपरेशन ऑफ ट्रांसफर, मतलब ट्रांसफर होगा तो उसमें उसके ट्रांसफर के साथ साथ क्या क्या चीज़ ट्रांसफर होगा. जैसे अगर कोई लैंड होगा तो उसके साथ इजमेंट्री राइट भी ट्रांसफर होगा. ये उसकी बात करता है. Section 6, question number 6. Which one of the following section of Transfer of Property Act 1882 says that a transfer of property may be made without writing in every case in which a writing is not expressly required by law? यही oral transfer है जो कि Section 9 में बात करता है. So option D is right. 7. Section 9 of Transfer of Property Act provides oral transfer. Under the Transfer of Property Act 1882, where writing is not expressly required by law, oral transfer. So the transfer of property may be made without writing in every cases. Oral transfer. Section 9. Question number 9. Where writing is not expressly required by law, a transfer of property may be made orally. सही है? True. Section 9. So guys, if you like my work, do like, share and subscribe and stay tuned for the next part. Thank you.